Look. Do you know who that is? Well, obviously that one's me. I meant the other one. That is Toby Frost, author of Space Captain Smith, God Emperor of Didcot, and The Wrath of the Leaming Men. Absolutely the only excuse I will accept for you not having yet devoured these beauties is that there is inexplicably a very large alligator situated between you and the books, and that whenever you reach for said books, the alligator snaps at your extended appendage and you have to withdraw, otherwise forfeit your career as a famous pianist. That is the only excuse. So let us for a moment look at Space Captain Smith, the first in the trilogy. One day, after what feels like an age of sitting on settees, Captain Isambard Smith is asked to put down his tea and once again captain a ship. His expectations are somewhat dashed, though, when he sees that the ship is not a mighty dreadnought, but more closely resembles a holy bucket. Together with his crew, Polycarveth, a somewhat diminutive android, Zurich the Slayer, Smith's alien friend who spends his spare time polishing skulls, and Jereb, the ship's hamster, they set off on their mission to pick up a health food specialist called Rihanna. What would appear a routine journey, however, soon becomes something more. The Ghast Empire, a meticulous army of insectivores, are determined to restart their war with the human race. Only before they do, they need Rihanna and her mysterious powers. On their journey through space, the crew find themselves in numerous hairy situations, including Smith must keep the ship from being devoured by void sharks, Carveth is being chased by a bounty hunter from her past, and Zurich keeps trying to add to his collection. Not to mention all the trouble Jarrett the hamster gets into. This is an absolutely amazing story, brimming with self-conscious steampunk humour. The author, although firmly footed in the clockwork world of space travel, is obviously really familiar with the stereotypes of steampunk, and is not afraid to laugh at himself while he uses them. The characters are found carrying fob phones and guns so large they can hardly stand beneath their weight. And Isambard himself, an obvious tribute to Isambard Kingdom Brunel, is an amazing mix between space captaining and 19th century man of the Empire. The plot in this book is very strong. There is never a dull moment. You're swept along from one idea to the next. But what really made this book for me was the relationships that quickly spring up between the characters. Zurich complaining that he didn't kill enough people over scones, Carveth constantly littering the air around her with accidental innuendos, and poor Space Captain Smith, completely unable to detect any advance from the women in his life. I just thought this book was brilliant, the humour very accessible, in some ways similar to Jasper Fforde, in which it would utilise a mix of quaint, peculiar Britishisms, but also the outright odd. I really haven't encountered anything else quite like this, and upon putting down the first, I went to the second, and the second I went to the third. They're just an amazing trilogy. It's really a must-read for any steampunk fans, and anyone who just enjoys a good laugh and a good story. So, unless you're plagued by large reptiles, go and get these books now. I'd just like to say that it was amazing meeting Toby Frost. He's a really nice guy, really down to earth and really funny in real life too. And I really want to support him and get people to read his books. They are really worth it. You'll really enjoy them. And I hope he writes more soon. I'll link to his website down below if you want to know more about him. Also, if anyone can think of a way of making a fob phone, I'm thinking, getting like a kind of Razor style flip open, flip shut phone and putting it inside the kind of workings of a pocket watch. I would be interested in buying that.